Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to another cast. Today I'm going to be casting a game on Caustic Finale against Olaf and Sami. It's not one of my own games, it's from people a lot better than me. So we can get some pro gameplay, a lot better than you'll see from me. So we got Monty Sigurdsson going Sami, and we got, I don't know what this is, but we got this guy going Olaf. Two pretty good CEOs, especially for Sami. She's a bit better on these little smaller maps, but there's still quite a lot of properties, so you're gonna notice that her tanks are quite a bit weaker. So if you don't know, Sami, she has strong foot soldiers. Olaf, he does not get any day-to-day powers, but he does have a pretty good superpower, Winter Fury, which does 2 damage to every opponent's unit, which is really good. And it also makes it snow, which is also very good if you can time it with the other person's superpower or power. So let's get right into it. So, nothing special to start. They're just building infantry, going for their bases slash factories. Just keep going. Yeah, so pretty similar openers from these guys. Is going infantry, going for the bases first. Factories. Got some slight deviation, it looks like. Looks like Monty is going for this corner property, while we'll call him, we'll just say Olaf. Olaf hasn't started going towards this corner property. Okay, it's now Monty's turn. And they're already capping this far corner. Foregoing these ones to try to get a contested property first, it looks like. So we'll see if that works out for him. There you go, now it's Olaf's turn. Finally getting to this corner property, also skipping out on these 2 properties. One interesting note about this map I didn't mention is the comp towers are actually very close to each other. So we'll see if maybe one of these players are gonna try and interrupt the other person's comp tower from being captured. Or we'll see an attempt at trying to capture the enemy's comp tower, which could be a very viable strat on this map. And there we go. Looks like Olaf's going first tank. Did it just go back? I think it did. Okay. I don't know why I did that. There we go. There we go. Got the first interruption of the game. Oops, did not mean to pick rewind. So far, pretty solid gameplay from these guys. They are very good players. It looks like Monty's actually go for the property instead of rushing for the comp tower instead. It's interesting. And he's also going to build a tank. Whoops. Replay was a little buggy, but it's fine. So I think we skipped a few turns, yeah. Looks like Olaf moved out his tank onto the shoal. He is in range of Monty's tank, which is a very interesting move. I wonder why he did that. I'm going to assume he's probably going to build a tank from this factory. Or, okay, I think we skipped quite a few turns. Let's go back real quick. Okay, yeah, so there's no... I think, did he move? Sorry guys, replay can be a little buggy sometimes. Okay, so he just moved it over here. And then Monty moves his tank onto the city. Yeah, because he's definitely out of range. Monty takes out this infantry trying to capture these corner properties, which is really good for him, especially since he has already captured the kind of equivalent side of his map. Yeah, and he moves the tank up and he's going to build another tank. And he's also going to start capturing this, which, yeah, he's not going to, almost not going to be able to interrupt that cap, which is going to be really bad for him. Yeah, so it looks like Monty, alright, did have an income lead, but it looks like Olaf's about to close that gap and also take the lead in the capture game. And it's also going to interrupt the cap in the middle and take out the infantry. And that means another tank. Yeah, so it looks like Monty could attack and get the first strike from a city, but then he would be in range of this newly built tank. So we'll see if he takes that engagement. He also built, Olaf also built another tank down here. So he's actually hasn't built any tanks up by his HQ, which is fine. We'll see how this plays out. But I think he should be careful. Yeah, Monty's going to start capturing these two properties. And he has taken back the lead again. He now is making 16,000 to Olaf's 15,000. And he's now getting the comm tower. And Monty's going to build another tank on this right side. Okay, yeah, so I didn't think he was going to do it, but he did not take the bait. Or I guess it's kind of not really that much of a bait, but he's not going to take this engagement. Instead, he's going to kind of move up and place his tanks on the cities and build more infantry. So playing quite conservatively, not really taking too risky engagements. He did get this city though, so that could be very bad for Olaf. It's probably going to be quite hard to take the cities. Well, maybe not, because actually he has an infantry and a tank to protect. Yeah, I don't see Monty being able to interrupt that gap. Yeah, he's finally going to go for his comm tower, which could be interrupted by Monty. Yeah, he's going to go for his middle property. And he could also go for this property, perhaps. Yep, he's just going to move his tank, kind of do the same of what Monty's doing, just place his tanks on the cities, not really attacking. He's going to build another tank. So these two players playing very passive. So it's been turn 8. I think only about 2 infantry have died so far. So he's going to take a shot at this infantry and move down his tank. Yep, and just as I thought, he's going to interrupt the comm tower. It's going to be very annoying for Olaf here. Getting at 10%, increasing damage is really big on, or any map really. Capturing your comm tower is a must on every map if there is a comm tower. He's actually going to go artillery. If I had to guess, he's probably going to bring it up here, where it's a bit more choke point. I think artillery would probably work pretty well in this forest or city. He could send it down here, but there's 3 tanks. It's really wide open. I don't think it's going to be very effective, and probably very hard to even protect the artillery in the first place. Yep, so he's going to move his tanks to the side and get a good engagement, but again, totally worth it of Monty to do that. Yeah, he's sacking this infantry, but interrupting this comm tower is huge. And he's going to join cap. Good move, good move. And he's going to interrupt this cap right here. Monty's still in the lead, 17,000 to 18,000. They are capturing multiple properties, but it doesn't look like any of these are going to... Oh, this one might complete, actually. Or, no, I don't think it will, because it is Olaf's turn, and he will probably kill that 4 HP infantry in a second. Yeah, he's going to move a tank in. Probably building a tank up here. So far it looks like Monty's a little bit. Well, I wouldn't say in the lead anymore. Because like, he does have more value in his army, but Olaf hasn't actually built any units yet. So he still has 15,000 in the bank. So it looks like very even. Olaf probably has a little more value into his army than Monty does. And he's also going to build artillery. Again, I'm probably going to send it to this side over here where it'll probably be a bit more effective than going over here where it's wide open. A nice little infantry wall right here protecting his HQ. Alright, so now it's Monty's turn. He's going to go for the cap and move up a situation. Yep, just as I thought. Kind of sucks it's not covering the bridge, but still going to be quite a bit annoying for Olaf to push through here. He's going to interrupt the cap, and yep, completely stop it. Take a shot, but it looks like he's still going to be able to get the capture. Down here, Olaf actually moved back his tank, probably so Monty wouldn't get the first strike. Because if I remember correctly, Olaf had a tank here. If he would have pushed in, he would have had to attack from the bridge, which would have been very bad for him. Maybe he's going to kill that infantry, kind of move some infantry of his own in. Get a really good engagement from the road. Does a lot of damage. Sami infantry do a lot of damage. And so I was going to start capturing this property. Olaf definitely needs to interrupt that. He's already down on eco, so he does not want to get even more behind. He's going to move his tanks upwards. This is actually looking very scary for Olaf here. He has a pretty big army, but as you can see, his HQ is right here, and he is going against Sami. HQ cap could be pretty viable here. He doesn't have very much units, just some infantry, which Sami could absolutely just wreck houses with her own infantry. So I think Olaf needs to be kind of careful here. Yeah, really good engagement on the river though. And he's going to move up his tank on the bottom right. But yeah, there we go. Finally moving up his artillery. This is actually a really good spot for the artillery. He's covering the city and this plains as well as this river here. Nice to move in his other tank. Although it looks like Monty could get a really good engagement here. Move his tank onto this city and get a really good engagement. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, so I think he's realizing kind of the danger and he's pulling back his infantry, kind of trying to stop Monty at the river here. Yep, building more infantry down here. And he's going to move in another infantry. He's just about going to kill this infantry. Olaf is definitely going to have to divert a tank to stop Monty from potentially capturing this calm tower. He's actually going to join his infantry here. Yep, and take a really good engagement for down to 4 HP. And next turn, Monty's tank will get repaired back to health, or back up to full health. Looks like Monty's going to push in again with his infantry and stop this cap. Yeah, so Monty's playing really well here. He's captured some properties. It's now 16,000 to 20,000. That's a very huge lead for Monty right now. It's not looking very good for Olaf here. He's definitely need to try to recapture some of these cities because every turn he's going to fall more and more behind. Looks like we got 2, 4, 6, 7 tanks to 2, 4, 6, 7 tanks, and the injured one, so like 7.5. So really close in tank numbers, but yeah. And they have about the same amount of infantry. I think Olaf actually has about one more. It's still really even. I think Olaf could pull it back here, but he definitely needs to hurry up and capture some cities before it starts to spiral out of control. Yeah, so Monty's still putting a lot of pressure on this top side. He's not really doing anything down here. He's just kind of holding his tanks, trying to stop Olaf from pushing out. Kind of just stalling, and he's just really going heavy up top. Building another tank. It's Olaf's turn. Let's go back and... Oops. Went a little too far back. Let's talk about this artillery movement. Alright, I went back way too far. Oh my god. Yeah, so he's getting really good engagements here, but I really... Yeah, this is a horrible idea right here. This artillery is in range of this infantry. He's just going to shoot down or kill this infantry, and he's going to get a really good engagement with his tank. Just about going to kill this artillery, making it very useless. He's going to join to make it a bit harder. Or, you know... let's grab out the calculator real quick. Get attacker, defender. Yeah, so he probably should have known this. Maybe he was just kind of using his intuition and thought that Olaf's artillery couldn't kill his infantry, but if he used the calculator, he would have known that there's a 100% chance that it would be able to kill it. Alright, so let's close the calculator. Keep going. Yeah, so infantry gets killed. Bam, down to 2 HP. That's a really good engagement for Olaf. But he's really going to need to take if he wants to turn this around. He is kind of clearing up this top side a bit, but there's still a lot of infantry and still a lot of tanks here. I wouldn't mind maybe moving this artillery up into this forest to kind of cover the HQ, because if somebody gets onto the HQ, it's going to be really bad for him. Especially with the extra capture points she gets. Full HP infantry can take down 15 points on a city / property. Let's just move on. Putting his 2 infantry on the HQ, just trying to get it healed up, I guess. Yeah, and like I said, he did divert a tank to stop this infantry from potentially capturing his comp tower. If this infantry captures his comp tower, I think it would have been GG. Yeah, still building more tanks in this bottom area. I wouldn't really agree with that. I mean, tanks are really good, but I think he probably should get some tanks up here and solidify his position. He is building infantry, though. That is very helpful. And Monty's actually going to pop his little power double time. You don't see this very often. So we'll see what he does. Yeah, so these infantry are going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, look at that. Wow. 8 HP just getting one shot on a city. Yeah. Look at that. Is he going to shoot or capture? I'm going to bet he's going to capture. No, he's actually going to shoot. He is going to start capturing this city, though. I don't think there's any way Olaf's going to be able to stop this capture. He's also going to move up his tank. Yeah, getting a really good engagement. Sammy does get a minus 10% on her tanks, but they're still very, very good. 10%, it's not a lot, but it's definitely not a little bit. You'll see the difference, but her tanks, don't underestimate them. They can still do a lot of damage to your own tanks. And yeah, she's just, it looks like Sami / Monty is just going all in here. Moving these tanks from the bottom, just moving up top, trying to get this HQ cap, I think. all artillery is gonna, yep, down to 3 HP. Again, you can see the difference. I mean, artillery doesn't make that big of a difference because 3 HP is still not gonna get all much damage, but you can see over here, it went down to what, 2. Over here, it went down to 3 only. Moving these tanks back up, building another tank, and an infantry. So still a lot of tanks. Yeah, I think he's just trying to clear out these tanks. Yeah, so we'll see what he builds in these top 2 factories. What he builds up here is probably going to be the most important units he's going to build. Yeah, he's going to obviously shoot the infantry that's on the HQ. Yeah, he really needs to try to kill some of these infantry, because they're posing a big threat to the HQ. He almost actually has his superpower, Winter Fury. I don't think he's going to get it, though. Yeah, so he builds a tank and an infantry. And did he build a tank down here? I think he did. Yeah, he did. I don't think I really agree with that. I think a tank up here would have been a lot better. I mean, he would have gotten a shot at this tank, but still. He desperately needs to get these infantry away from his HQ. Monty's turn. Yep, he's just going to take down all these infantry. And that infantry's going down to 5 health. Yeah, so he's just boxing this infantry, and I don't think... Yeah, it looks like there's nothing Olaf can do about it. Yeah, this is looking just about over. He does get his interfered, but that's not really going to do anything. He's probably going to resign here. He builds some medium tank. Yeah, pops his Winter Fury. Yeah, and he resigns. Oh, wait, no. I thought that was a resign. A little delayed superpower. Oh, wait, never mind. He did resign because there is no more turns left. Well, anyways, this was just a short little cast that I wanted to do since it's been a while since I've uploaded. I might do some live streams in the future, just getting that sorted out. But I'll see you guys later.